married at a really early age, 22 years old and 17 years old. We already had children. We had 2 children, 2 small children, 2 young people. I was 3 years into the military, 3 years into a military career that I was trying to really, make sure I'm successful. So my main focus was more so on the military than it was on my wife and kids, my young wife and young kids. So that within itself was an early strain.
Going in with my wants and my preconceived notions of how things should be, and my expectations from him, and not really expressing that before we got married, just kind of figuring, well, that's what I expect from a husband type thing, and he's not knowing what I expect.
The same way, but what I expected from a wife, if you don't know what that other person wants or needs or expects, then how can you fulfill those needs and those desires? That's your spouse, that's your partner. You're supposed to know what they need and they want, and vice versa. If you don't have that, you're only going to end up being against each other. You're going to end up fighting each other instead of teaming up with one another.
I mean, when you communicate as well, make sure that you're making that a safe place to communicate, where you feel like you can just, come to that person and tell them whatever you're feeling or thinking, in a positive way, not in a negative stance, but just be able to feel like I can come to you and tell you anything without you necessarily judging me, but just listening to me and hearing me type thing. I don't necessarily need you to agree with me, but I do need to feel like I can come to you and tell you anything and you'll listen.
The military is so demanding. It really is. And you get caught up in that life, because it's a job, but it's a lifestyle. And if you don't really pay attention and focus, you'll neglect your family, you'll neglect your spouse, and before you know it, things will be spiraling out of control. If you don't have a Christian or faith-based foundation for your marriage, I don't see how you can make it, because we can't get it right. We can't do it ourselves. We get it wrong every time.
I feel that divorce in the church is just as common as it is in the world, because we as Christians or believers feel like we can't let other believers know that we're struggling. We don't have a good marriage. We're not happy. And I guess that I think believers feel like, well, they're going to church, they know God, they should be happy, they should have a happy marriage. What's wrong with them? Type thing. And I think they're just scared to open up and let other believers know that it's okay if you're struggling. It's okay that you have a rocky marriage. This is the place that you should be able to feel the most comfortable and be able to express yourself and show the real you.
Join us for the movement on February 11th and 12th. The cost is $45 per couple. If you'd like more information or want to register, stop by the information desk after service.